Again, it has to come to us. The president clearly is going to veto this bill. What I can say is, I think what's important here is, I'm not going to speak directly to how members, senators voted on this, but I will say, and I said this a few times, this is when you think about the students, the student relief program, this is going to give Americans a little bit of breathing room, especially after going through the pandemic. We've said this over and over again, 90% of the relief is going to go to Americans who make $75,000 or less. That matters. This is part of the president's economic policy, his economic plan, to make sure we do not leave anybody behind. And so, he's going to continue to fight for American families, if this bill gets his desk, as I just mentioned, he's going to veto it. And so, look, again, it's going to help American families. This is why the president put this forth, especially after getting through the pandemic. We wanted to make sure that people didn't default when their loan payments resume, which is going to happen next month, in August. I should be more clear, in August.
Just a couple of Republicans felt that the defense funding levels were too low, and they sought assurances from both the Democratic and Republican leaders in the Senate that it's possible more security funding could be provided. Is the president open to additional defense funding, or does he feel like under this deal that the defense spending is sufficient?
So look, we kept the levels that the president asked for, as you know, if you look at his fiscal year 2024 budget, and so that's important. The president felt like he was able to protect that. I'm not going to go into what's, there's going to be an appropriations process, as you all know. Director Young talked about that when she was here, so certainly not going to get into that process. But look, this is a deal, a bipartisan agreement, a common sense, reasonable bipartisan agreement, and when you negotiate on these types of agreement, no one gets everything that they want, and we've been very clear about that. The president's going to talk later this evening, speak directly to the American people, and they'll hear from him.
Okay. Hello, friends. Lawmakers have big plans this year. As inflation continues to lead to higher housing and grocery costs, officials are proposing new steps that would financially help millions of low-income households. Several lawmakers want to allocate billions of dollars towards direct financial aid. This could come in the form of one-time payment or monthly deposits. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing the winners of today's Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits rose slightly last week, but remains at healthy levels that continue to show a strong U.S. labor market. U.S. applications for jobless claims were 232,000 for the week ending May 27th. It is an increase of just 2,000 from the previous week. The weekly claim numbers are considered representative of the number of U.S. layoffs. Since a crisis purge of more than 20 million jobs 3 years ago, the U.S. economy has added jobs at a furious rate, and Americans have enjoyed unusual job security. That's despite interest rates that have been rising for more than 1 year, and fears of a looming recession. In early May, the Federal Reserve raised its benchmark lending rate for the 10th time in a row, in its bid to cool the economy and bring down 4-decade high inflation. Part of the Fed's goal is to cool the labor market, which still favors workers, though there have been some signs of weakness in recent months. The Federal Reserve is hoping to achieve a so-called soft landing, which is to lower growth just enough to bring inflation under control without causing a recession. But economists are skeptical, with many expecting the U.S. to enter a recession later this year. Markets are hoping that the Fed pauses rate hikes at its next meeting. Recently, there have been increasing numbers of high-profile layoffs, mostly in the technology sector, where many companies now acknowledge overhiring during the crisis. Microsoft, Twitter, Meta, Lyft, LinkedIn, and DoorDash, they have each announced 2 sets of job cuts since November. Sales at several retail companies, including discount chain Dollar General and department store Macy's, have also weakened. That indicates that lower-income consumers are feeling squeezed by high inflation. Dear friends, please let me know in the comment section below how inflation has affected your lives. The National Association of Realtors reported that the prices of homes are increasing. The median reached $388,000 in April, rising from $361,000 since January. The Federal Reserve initiated a hike in interest rates, which led to a decline in housing prices. However, the current year has seen a reversal of these trends, despite the rates remaining high. During the crisis, there was a rapid surge in housing prices as household income and savings increased, thus attracting new buyers. By raising interest rates, the Federal Reserve is making mortgages more expensive, resulting in a decrease in the number of buyers in the current market. In 2022, the percentage of homes purchased by first-time home buyers fell to 26%, which was the lowest level ever recorded. Rate hikes pushed this figure down from a third of all borrowers. The housing sector has now become a major driver of inflation, and if the Fed is unable to impact demand in that sector through changes in interest rates, prices will continue to rise. Members of Baltimore Renters United are calling on the city's lawmakers to provide more funding for emergency rental assistance. Group members claim that funds are rapidly running out as eviction numbers are spiking. The group says it wants to see about $25 million in funding go towards rental assistance. That money will save about 8,000 families in Baltimore City from being evicted. Right now, the city has committed about $5 million to renters, but the coalition is asking for more. The state of Pennsylvania is still sending out rebate checks. Pennsylvania's property tax and rent rebate program is for eligible state residents who are either 65 and older, widows or widowers 50 and older, and individuals with disabilities who are at least 18 years old. The standard rebate amount depends on your income and whether you own or rent your home. For eligible homeowners, the rebate amounts range from $250 to $650. For renters, the standard rebate is either $500 or $650. However, there are certain seniors that can receive a rebate as high as $975. Well, my beautiful and most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My dear friends, thank you so very, very much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.